New streaming movies are coming to entertain you and your family during socially distanced times. This weekend is a bit of a star-studded affair. Sacha Baron Cohen's Borat is back and already stirring up trouble before the election. Bill Murray and Rashida Jones team up for a New York romp. Anne Hathaway breaks bad for a campy and creep-tastic kid flick. And Armie Hammer and Lily James revamp an Alfred Hitchcock classic. If that's not enough to get you online and watching movies, the virtual Austin Film Festival runs through October 29 with featured highlights including the Winston Duke sci-fi drama 9 Days, the David Bowie biopic Stardust, and the wrestling documentary Brothers of Destruction, which chronicles the legacy of WWE stars Kane and The Undertaker. Review: Sacha Baron Cohen's silly, scattershot Borat 2 takes aim at Trump, COVID Rebecca, 5 ways Netflix film differs from Alfred Hitchcock's Oscar-winning 1940 classic. Here's a rundown of new movies hitting streaming and on-demand platforms this week. For every cinematic taste, Kazakhstan's favorite fictional journalist is back as Baron Cohen dons many disguises, including an on-point President Donald Trump costume, to prank unsuspecting Americans, usually Republicans, in the sequel to the 2006 comedy hit. The hit, and Miss Follow-up teams Borat up with his teen daughter, Maria Bakalova, to take on conservative conspiracy theories, misogyny and COVID-19. Where to watch: Amazon Prime. And Sofia Coppola's dramedy, the comedy legend stars as an art-dealing, sexist playboy father who convinces his beloved daughter, Rashida Jones, to tail her husband, Marlon Wayans, when evidence arises he might be cheating. Murray and Jones have great chemistry in scenes with heart and humor, though Murray's presence unfortunately overshadows her story. Where to watch: Apple TV. Even though she's played Catwoman, Hathaway seems to be auditioning to be the next Joker, with a weird accent that falls somewhere between Russian and Scottish, in this middling 1968 set adaptation of the Roald Dahl book narrated by Chris Rock. Jahzar Bruno stars as an Alabama boy who runs afoul of a coven of witches, including their leader, played by Hathaway in cartoonishly evil scenery, chomping fashion. Where to watch: HBO Max. Daphne du Maurier's 1938 novel spawned Hitchcock's Oscar-winning 1940 Gothic drama and Ben Wheatley's lush new romance, the latter featuring Lily James as the new wife of a wealthy English gentleman, Hammer, who's so not over his first spouse. The plot twist is pretty decent if you're unfamiliar with the story, and Kristen Scott Thomas, as the De Winter's chilly housekeeper, oozes awful attitude. Where to watch: Netflix. Just as 2020 didn't seem to have any truly excellent animated films, here comes a great non-Disney, Asian-centric tale based on a Chinese myth and boasting Broadway-ready anthems. In an effort to convince her widowed dad not to remarry, a young girl, Kathy Yang, builds a rocket ship and heads to the moon to find a lunar goddess, Philippa Sue of Hamilton fame, who turns out to be a total diva. Where to watch: Netflix. Black Horror gets another worthy entry in Justin Simien's 1989 set satire about an LA executive assistant, a standout Elle Lorraine, with ambitions to host an urban music video show. Her new boss, Vanessa Williams, suggests she get a weave to move up in an image-conscious industry, and her new hair comes murderously alive, and has serious bloodlust, courtesy of some black magic. Where to watch: Hulu. Director Mark Webber stars with real-life wife Teresa Palmer and little boy Bodhi in a drama about dealing with death and loss. The movie flips between a modern family dealing with a terminal illness and a fantasy landscape where Webber and his youngster are on a quest and befriend a fairy, Nicole Elizabeth Berger. Father and son have a wonderful dynamic in this innovative project that smacks you in the feels. Where to watch: Apple TV, Google Play, Fandango. Now let's be honest, this flick's an absolute turkey. And it's so bad that all you do is feel weird watching a huge, not socially distanced get-together during a pandemic. Malin Ackerman stars in the ensemble comedy as a single mom who hosts a Thanksgiving gathering that gets out of hand, with drugs, alcohol, exes, rampant dysfunction, shirtless weirdos, way too much food, and Jane Seymour as a hot-to-trot grandma. Where to watch: Apple TV, Vudu, Fandango. Now,